Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, June 26th on a Friday, the end of our trading week, but many trades to be looked at today as our day is just starting in the Asia session. It is the year 2015. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Today's got some commentary for you today, a little bit of news, and we got 6 currency pairs to go over with some trade plans for you. But before we do that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Don't forget, traders, today is Friday, so after the Friday close of New York, we will have the Friday wrap-up, where we'll go over between 10 and 15 daily charts, and we just look at price action and what we might see the week ahead. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every single trading day. I'm in the markets. I'm listening to fundamentals. I am watching what is going on constantly. And yeah, I'm one of those that sit in front of my computer many hours every day, but I love what I do. I came to Thailand after a 27-year career in a fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida for a 3-month holiday. Well, that was in 2008, and now it's 2015. I'm still here and loving it. Love the Asia hours to trade Forex and absolutely love the Thai people and just having a great time. All right, enough about me. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to the news. We're going pretty quick today, and the reason is we have some really bad weather right now in Thailand. Monsoon rains are coming down, and I want to get this up before the internet goes out. So we are doing this very early on a Friday morning. All right, let's talk about news. And what we'll do here is let's take a look at what's on our economic calendar today. And if I'm remembering right, not much, but let's just take a look. Okay, we do have some data coming out that's already come out. However, in the European session, we have M3 money supply out of the euro, and we have the EU Economic Summit is going on, and then later in the day, we have BOE Governor Carney speaks. So it's okay, but nothing really to shake a stick at. I don't think any of those are going to really move anything. So, yeah, the Economic Summit, you know, the term of the day is Greece, right? Everything's all about Greece. So we'll get to that in just a minute. Let me talk about the indices. The US 30 is a negative 0.42%. The S&P 500 is negative 0.30%. The NASDAQ 0.20%, and the Russell 2000 is flat, zeros all across the board. The S&P 500, whoops, wrong one, sorry, whoop, doop, 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 doop. That is not what I was looking for. They changed this on me. Okay, let's move over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed positive barely at 0.02%. The FTSE 100 out of London closed negative 0.54%, and the CAC 40 closed negative 0.07%, with the Euro Stoxx 50 closing in the negative also barely at 0.04%. Trades, let's move over to Asia, where these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is negative 0.56%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 1.73%. as we speak. And the Shanghai is also negative 2.82%. Hang Seng negative 1.32%. And the Kospi is the only one in the green at 0.27%. All right, so that's what's going on with indices in our calendar today. Commentary. It's, one word, Greece. I mean, that's basically all you can say, They're going to keep coming out, and they're going to keep making comments, and they're going to keep just moving these charts all over the place. I sat at my computers all day for London. Of course, I'm in Asia, and I did the first 3.5 hours in New York, and these charts were all over the place. Every time somebody came out and made a comment about what Greece is going to do, the pairs moved 20 or 30 pips in the opposite direction. There was absolutely no trending. It was just an absolute horror show. I did not take any trades yesterday. I saw it in Asia. I saw it in pre-Asia. I was in front of my charts about an hour before the London Open, almost an hour and a half before the London Open, and they were already talking, and it was just absolutely unbelievable. Now we have new deadlines. Now the deadline is Sunday, and they're just going to keep delaying this and delaying this. They need to get this thing taken care of one way or the other, and let's get trading back on track because, folks, don't say fundamentals does not affect our trading. It absolutely does. And somebody who tells you they don't listen to fundamentals, I just don't understand it myself. You don't have to trade fundamentals, but you need to know they're there and you need to understand what's going on in the world because we are macro traders and we trade the world. We don't just trade our one euro-dollar currency pair or whatever currency pair you trade. So we're macro traders. So we need to know what's going on, and there's a lot going on. All right, we're going to take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. That means every single candlestick on the chart that we look at is 1 hour long. So as usual, let's head off with the euro-dollar. Euro-dollar, if you look at this price action for the last 2 days, really since the 24th, has just been an absolute disaster. And, it's just absolutely sideways. It hasn't really done anything. We want to take this at like 1190. We don't want to take this at 1.1200 psychological level. This can bounce off this trend line, folks, and just head to the moon, right? It can move all the way back up to the 200 for all we know. We have no idea what this is going to do. You must stick to your trade plan. This is a bearish pair. I want to sell this. I have no reason to want to buy this. I didn't take profit because I don't know where we're going to get in at. This, has a lot of junk left of the chart. This is not a good looking chart. So it's going to have to prove itself. The only positive thing about the euro is it does give pullbacks and does give you a second chance to get into the markets. Let's go take a look at the pound. This is the pound dollar. Pound dollar moved up a little bit and now is coming back down again. However, this is just a tough read. I have to be honest with you. This is just a tough read. I put a buy setup here to buy the pound because the daily chart's bullish. So, we want to continue to buy this. However, we're at the 50% level right now. So I'd really like to clear this 61.8, get a retest, and then take this to the upside. And of course, our maximum is always 161.8 Fibonacci at 58.72. Now, that, it's over 100 pips. However, do I think that's going to happen today? Absolutely not. It wouldn't surprise me if we just went sideways for the rest of today until New York, until people start position squaring and taking profits and doing all that good stuff, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Or this is going to continue to dump, and it's going to come back down to this 200 exponential moving average and probably bounce from there. So what am I saying? My bias is to buy the pound dollar. That is my bias. But I'm also saying there's a good possibility this is going to head back to the downside. It is attacked at the 618. I don't know, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I was unable to break that price level. Look left of the chart. That is significant resistance, and that's why that is happening. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar really didn't do much yesterday. Basically just a lot of sideways price action. However, I am glad to see that today it is below the daily pivot point, and I'd like to take this at 77.17. We'll take it down to 76.90. No, it's not a big trade. It's only about a 28 pip trade, 29 pip trade. I want 15 of it, and I'm going to take my profits and run. Who knows? The wobbleheads, politicians, whatever, are going to get in front of microphones today, I guarantee you, and analyze what's going on with Greece, and it's going to move these currency pairs all over the place. Look at yesterday. Just take a look at yesterday, and you can see that price is just all over the place. Look at all those indecision candles. This is just something we just don't want to trade. If you look left of the chart from current price, it's a disaster. There's a lot of Forex junk there. There's no wide open spaces. It's just a lot of work. So it's going to have to prove itself. So I wouldn't mind a pullback to the pivot point and then a nice bearish candle at the London Open. And you know what? I'll be more than happy to take it down to the daily S1 or our support, which is that yellow line on the bottom, at 0.7690. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie I talked about yesterday. You know, when this Euro Aussie is in its trend mode, it really works really nice. And it did a nice down move. It fibbed and continued its down move. Now it's back up again. Now it's sideways, you know, for the last 12 hours. So now we're going to see what's happening here. Now, you know, we have a bright blue candle here. So is this going to bounce off the pivot and continue to the upside? Anything is possible with the Euro Aussie. I want to sell this. You know, I think we're better off selling it than buying it. However, I want to buy it at 44.60. We'll get out of there at 44.15. Nice 45 pip trade. You know, just you know, good logical sense. However, you know, the market doesn't do what William wants it to do. The market does what it wants, and William just needs to adjust to it. So what happens if this takes out the high that's left of the chart? Do you want to buy it? Well, you can, but the problem is you have the 200 exponential moving average at 1436. So if you're going to buy it, you got to buy it pretty quick and just fight the resistance and hope you can break through it and it doesn't bounce back to the downside. Well, what can I say? It's going to be a very interesting Friday. Or it's going to be a very slow Friday as data is very weak today. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen has really done not much. A couple of big bleeps down and bleep up, and you know, which was yesterday. And again, this was all data related. This was commentary. I was in front of my charts. I use a program called Trade the News. The guy talks to me all day long, and when somebody says something, it comes out, and it's just reacting to this. This looks like this was late in New York. I don't know what happened late in New York. There was no late data in New York, so I have no idea what this was about. They did have some good numbers come out in New York yesterday, and that can be the big blue candle. They really had some really nice numbers, and we can expect a Fed hike in September. There's really no reason not to have a Fed hike in September of interest rates, which is going to do wonders. It's I think the world is ready for it. I think, you know, everybody knows it's going to happen, but after yesterday's numbers, I just think it's going to be inevitable. And we have NFP a week from today, and if that comes out positive, wow, you know, it's going to be, if that comes out with a big number, it's going to be pretty much a done deal that they're going to raise interest rate hikes in September. All right, last pair of the day is New Zealand dollar, which is one of my favorite pairs to trade. It's back to its bearish movement. I'd like to see it pull back up to the 618, and we can sell this. It's currently at the 38.2, just hovering around there. It really hasn't done anything in the last 4 hours, which is okay because it's Asia and it's slow, so we can deal with that. But I'm looking to sell this. I want to sell the New Zealand dollar. I want to take it all the way down to 68.22. You know, so if it gives me a bearish candlestick formation at the 23.6. You know what? I just might enter that and just take it down and hope it breaks through resistance. But I'd rather see a nice bump to the upside, and then we can take this back down. And the daily pivot point's also just above that 618. See that pink line there? That is the daily pivot point, and we'd love to go back up there and sell from that with a nice bearish candlestick pattern at the London Open. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs analysis. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me today on a Friday, June 26, 2015. Traders, don't forget, after the New York close, we have the Friday wrap-up. That's where we look at about 10 to 15 daily charts, and we look at price action, what we might see in the week ahead. Traders, enjoy your weekend break, get some rest, spend time with loved ones, family, and friends. Get refreshed, do some Forex homework, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Guys, have a great day. Catch you next time.